Good afternoon to everybody. Talagang boses ko. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
And you are?
I am Nora Gamodo of SciDev.net. It's actually a London-based science and development news website. I write for the Southeast Asian region of SciDev. Kasi SciDev divided the world into 7 regions. So I write for the Southeast Asian region. Okay, sir, actually if I may also I should sing praises to DOST because I've been covering DOST since 2006, and I know for a fact that the DOST interventions, especially where it concerns disaster and risk reduction management, have really grown and expanded by leaps and bounds. My concern lang, sir, is I'm just wondering exactly how well are we able to integrate the basic communities in all these interventions. I know for a fact that especially where it concerns the deployment of some of the gadgets, technologies in the communities, the DOST agencies have been very diligent in also saying to me that there will be some briefing and orientation sessions for the communities, also to ensure their cooperation and their assistance in ensuring the safety and the security of all these technologies. Okay, as a case in point nga lang, siguro, especially where it concerns mapping, no? Kasi right now, digital mapping po ang parang naririnig ko. This is already beyond the usual, parang brand survey and ano. I'm just wondering exactly how well we are integrating the communities in validating the digital maps. Kasi when the presentation was shown to us, I have taken note na dun sa tsunami affected areas, I didn't see Quezon City. And I actually, sir. But halimbawa, sir, I live in an area that is just 8 kilometers going eastward from Manila Bay and only 8 meters above sea level. So does that mean that we are more or less free from any risk of tsunami?
Just don't go to Manila. Just don't visit Manila.
Pero yung mas basic question, how does it go down?
Yeah, how are we able to integrate the communities?
You answer and then...
Okay.
And so Dr.
Huwag kayo masyadong mamangha sa digital data kasi it all started from mapping on the ground.
Yes.
This is actually an integration of all the hard work done years ago by different mappers of different agencies. And as we progress, what we are doing is making sure that data can now be accessed by everyone at your fingertips. So even the satellite images and mapping, the map that you see, need to be validated to the ground as part of the work. And we always treat that communities are involved in many of our projects because wala namang simple kung ang aming data na pinapakita hindi na maintindihan at hindi magamit. So this is part of the standard operating procedures that we do.
May experience dito sa mga maps.
Yes.
Yes. Although, ang ginagawa po kasi natin ngayon from the onset of the projects that are being implemented, there's a heavy coordination being done with the local government units as well as community leaders, mga up to the barangay, no? Even before they could start actually work on the research, may pakikipag-ugnayan na po ginagawa yung ating mga project leaders sa research sa mga communities. So they're actually involved from the very beginning. For example, hindi naman sila makakapunta doon sa may ilog kung wala silang kasama mga taga-barangay, taga-komunidad. Tapos po, aware kami, for example, in some of the projects, like doon po sa GeoSafer sa Mindanao, ano? What they did was basically to orient the local government units and the community leaders after they have completed the flood hazard assessments on their specific susceptibilities. Nagkaroon din po ng ngayon sa winding down ng project, nagkaroon na po sila ng mga trainings on how the data could be used by the community leaders in managing their own disaster reduction work. So fully integrated na po yung mga activities na yun dun sa kanilang mga activities. So that's to ensure that every step of the way, mula pa nung nagsimula yung project up to the end of the project, the participation of the communities and the local government units is already assured. Yes po. Hindi na lang po binibigay yung mga mapa na karolyo, kundi habang binibigay po yung mapa, tinutunan na sa kanila anong ibig sabihin nito at saka saan po ito sa instance na gagamitin. Ang biro nga namin kung minsan ang ganda-ganda ng mapa, nasa Torpalin, sabi namin, huwag nyo sana gamitin pagsanggalan sa ulan, no? Kundi gamitin nyo to guide communities on where to go in case of a disaster event and which areas to avoid in case of a disaster event. Ganun po yun.
Isang magandang halimbawa din ay yung mga pinakita mga rain gauges, automatic weather stations na ginawa ng DOST-STII. Ay yun ang nagbabantay doon yung mga members ng community. And then lastly siguro bago po ipasa kay Mr. Daya yung siya nagtaas ng kamay, ay magiting mo lang na nag-initiate na rin kami na kung po pwedeng yung iba dito ay maisama lang sa general education program para yung mga kabataan natin na very digital na rin sila ay matuto. Dahil pag meron isang nakakaalam sa bahay ay okay na yun. Mr. Daya.
Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary. May I address this question? You have presented a very impressive presentation, and it's both exciting, encouraging, and also scary. How many percent do you enjoy in the allocation of national budget? And what is the international standard for such undertaking? Budget-wise.
Yung pong allocation ng budget, kung yung budget ang pag-uusapan, we are only getting one-third of 1%, no? Of the budget. Pero kung ang pag-uusapan po yung ratio ng percent of development expenditures against gross domestic product, the latest figures that we will still report, hindi pa ito lumalabas officially, is still at the 0.16% level. 0.16%. Ito po ay napakalayo dun sa average na 1% na sinasabi ng UNESCO. Pero kung minsan, hindi ko rin naman na malamang ayoko naman dumipente masyado doon sa mga ganung measurements. Kasi nakikita naman namin, may nagagawa naman kami dito at ang mahalaga mapakinabangan yun ng tao. Hindi nakukuha yun. Sa tingin ko, hindi naman nakukuha sa paramihan ng ginasta, kundi sa uri ng pinagastahan at kung yun na ginagamit.
Mr. Secretary, I understand that you have used efficiently your resources, especially in partnering with some institutions. In my home province of Aklan, there is much talk about a boat you are building aligned with the Aklan State University. And this kind of endeavor, channeling resources effectively through some institutions like educational institutions are quite impressive. I wonder if how much allocation or amount of money you are allocating for information so that the public would know what you are doing.
Kung pagbabasehan po ang budget ng aming Science and Technology Information Institute, they're getting a budget of about 100 million as an agency, and the total budget that we are getting is around 20 billion. Okay? So yung 100 million po ng STII against 20 billion, hindi ko alam kung anong porsyento yun. Pero relatively po ay mali. Kaya minsan, yun dimudukot na kami sa pondo ng iba-ibang ahensya para kayo ay pagdagdag na kayo para sa information dissemination. At katunayan po ay sinasabi ko na ng diretsahan, sabi ko wag niyong iasa lahat sa STII ang information dissemination kasi kukunti tao nila, kukunti budget, at siyempre ang mga ahensya naman ay mas alam nila diretso kung ano yung mga technologies. But I think tama po yung inyong tanong na parang kulang.
As
Nasa question na po yan, para makapagtanong naman yung iba. Sige po.
as pledged to you earlier at the Intramuros meeting, the Publishers Association has promised to align its efforts in pursuing your information campaign. There really exists a need for information because so that you can elicit more or draw more support, public support, which are very necessary for creating awareness among our people. Thank you
Ikaw po
very
ay
much.
natutuwa doon sa mga ganong opportunities na binibigay sa amin. In fact, within this week siguro, hindi lang dalawang institutions or yung mga nasa media ang lumapit sa amin at nag-offer ng help. At siguro sa nasaksihan ko ngayon na within a short notice, ang daming dumalo, ipapakita siya ng interest ng media na makatulong sa amin. Isa po kami sa may pinakamababang awareness level kung tutuusin dahil ako nga po yung nakapamamalengke na walang nakakakilala sa akin. So, ibig sabihin,
Thank you, sir. Maybe have more questions. Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir. Bill Santos from DO5. For music, actually good. And siguro pwede secretary tayo pwede pa-describe na ulit ang hazard page na pwede po natin hazard. So, hazard hunters. Na pwede po ulit.
Pwede mo sagutin na hindi mawawalan sa isa yung aming launching. But essentially, bibigyan na kita ng power nun. Isang click mo lang sa any point in the Philippines, lahat ng hazards i-assess niya. Sa earthquake hazards, gaano kalayo sa fault, gaano kalakas ang shaking kung merong mapa about it, safe ba ito sa liquefaction, landslide o tsunami, volcanic hazards, kung malapit sa volcano, lahat ng hazards i-assess, hydromet hazards i-assess. So essentially, if you really want to prepare as an individual and family, meron ka ng awareness nung hazards na paghahanda nyo. Kung ikaw naman ay turista, pupunta ka sa ibang lugar, ganun din. Kung ikaw ay bibili ng lote, o taga-tinda ng lote sa real estate, pwede mo rin ipakita yon. Kung ikaw ay government planner, decision maker, you have to find out the hazard exposure. Then you either go for it, locate it there, or hindi. Kung maglo-locate ka, consider the hazards that you need to have prevention and mitigation component. So, essentially, ikaw na, information, hazard awareness at your fingertips.
Hindi ba magtanong na hindi ba, ano tawag dito, mas-shake ang ating real property market with that kind of information?
Well, actually, the information are all in the website, but not integrated and cannot be overlaid and cannot be accessed right away. So, masishake po siya in a sense na malalaman ka agad kung ano yung mga hazards. But my experience when we started mentioning the valley fault system in the 90s, may initial shock, but when they are able to find out what are the mitigation measures and preparedness measures that you can do, then mawawala din yun. So kailangan din ng information campaign for the hazards, what can you do about it? How to mitigate this? Kasi otherwise, I think, actually it will, for me, it will enhance real estate kasi the buyer and the seller must have trust. Pag walang trust kasi hindi na tatapos yung transaction, may lingering down. May na-experience ako, hindi nagsabi yung nagtitinda na may fault sa malapit. So yung bumibili ng lote, mahal pa naman, ay sumulat sa amin, nagtanong. So na malaman niya malapit sa fault, na pwede naman ma-explain na mabuti na matras na siya.
Tayo nga, di ba, yung binunate sa ating lupa sa Butuan, pagtayo ng campus, nung aming pinatingnan na sa developer kung magkano magagasta namin, yung pala talagang takbuhan ng tubig at mas mahal pa magagasta namin kaysa bumili na lang kami ng iba na lupa. So isinuli po namin sa dulo. Kami naman yung binigyan ng tubig sa government.
So, actually, in essence, it will do good for everyone.
Hindi ba siya integrate niya yung data from other platforms like Code Find? Anong gagawin dun sa mga other apps?
Actually, the fault finder will still be there. Just may name recall na yun eh. You know, Filipinos fault finder, so that's already but the hazard hunter will also be easily, this will be continued. Other agencies will also show the maps in their own website. But karamihan ng tao walang computer, mahirapan, mahirap ma-access. Ito mas mabilis. So, actually integrated right away. So, yun yung kagandahan nito. Hindi ka na, for example, environmental compliance certification. May project proponent. Punta sa MGB, punta sa Pag-asa, punta sa PBOX. Ilang araw yun? Tagal. Ito minsanan, wala pa sa minuto, walang So, yung taga-DRR, kung gagamitin na ito, malalaman nila kung i-approve nila o hindi yun based on hazard assessment. So it will facilitate ease of doing business.
How much was sponsored on this platform?
Well, the total amount of the project will be 14 million.
40.
Yeah, pero initially, the first year pa rin tayo, is 24. Karamihan doon binili ng computer and software. And of course, we hired additional younger people. And not so young people who are equally very good at this geoinformatics.
40.
Yeah, 40. Not so expensive.
40 over 2 years.
Yes. Remember, the biggest part here is to really integrate all data that government has. So para mas madaling, hindi lang hazards and risk assessment maraming spin-off dito. Pati nga planning, asset management, environmental monitoring, they can use our platform. So we are actually being asked by other organizations to help in facilitating their work. So it is part of DOST-STII's role is to assist different agencies. Si Secretary po kasi, nakipag-meeting po ang DOST with other agencies to show them what we have and also find out their needs. So nakipag-meeting na sa Public Works, DRR, and many other agencies.
Thank you, Yusek Rene. Next question will come from this table. Yes, mic test.
Good afternoon po. For Yusek August po, this is just Arlene Delgado po from UNTV News and Rescue. Sir, this is just a phone-in question from one of our reporters.
Should I answer by phone or?
Sir, earlier po, si Mayor Isko Moreno admitted na hindi pa po ready ang Manila for the big one. And sir, we just want your side on this. Gaano po ba crucial and important na pagkakaroon po ng concrete DRRM plan and recent updates on sir with the anticipated big one?
Okay. The question if one government unit or a community is ready for an earthquake or not is very difficult to answer. Because you can approach this as in the perspective of are people ready to be safe during earthquake and can there be rescue after an earthquake? That's one. But the biggest stumbling block would be the resilience of the structures or the houses. Yun yung pinakaunang kailangan gawin. Ayusin yung mga posibleng bumagsak na mga bahay kung saan yung content. So, sa ganong perspektibo, kaya nga marami kaming dinevelop na technology para matulungan yung mga future ni Tatayong building. Mukhang isa ang Manila City sa dapat kasi maraming mga casualty ang aming estimate from Manila City. Bakit? Kasi madami ng lumang building dyan. Maraming ding non-engineered building, maraming informal settlement. Second, dahil sila sa coast, liquefaction prone din sila, bahay kasi, plus may tsunami, flooding. So marami silang hazards that need to be integrated in their preparedness. But I think they're better prepared than before, but we need to continue. Just to highlight the importance of this, even the government has really highlighted the importance of preparing for the large earthquake that we have established. The President has organized an earthquake resiliency project management office for the Greater Metro Manila area. Naka-focus lang sa earthquake.
Only is the next person.
Secretary, sir, anong balita po dun sa
Only introduce
kung totoo yung nawaliwanag ng Pinas? Yung kayo ang pinakamalaking sweldo sa lahat.
Highest paid.
Highest paid.
Totoo po yun. Taon-taon lumalabas yun kasi meron kaming additional benefit gawa ng Magna Carta for Science Workers. So, halimbawa, tumatanggap kami ng longevity pay. Mas mahaba servisyo sa gobyerno, may porsyento po natagad. Pero ako po ay isa sa may pinakamababa pang sahod.
Next question.
Sir,
Then,
ako last. Magandang hapon ko sa ating lahat. Kung ako po ay pangkaraniwang mamayan na nakikinig po sa ating presentation ngayon, ako po ay ngangalang na kasi hindi ko maunawaan. So dahil kami po ay taga-media, so tutulong kami para paunawaan ng isang pangkaraniwang mamayan. Pero sa dinami-dami po kasi niyang binanggit ni Yuse, parang hindi po parang masyadong information overload. So kung ito po ay ating antabayanan sa launching ninyo, parang pati kami, hindi ko namin kaagad-agad ito may internalize. So, kagaya po yung mapping, yung pag, dati ko ang Nambria, meron din sila no, pero may ugnayan ba kayo? Kasi, tinanong ni Nora, ba't hindi namin alam, di ba? Na ganun palang ginagawa ninyo, na pag pumupunta kayo sa mga probinsya, kinakausap niyo yung mga namumuno doon para sabihin nila doon sa mga tao. So dapat alam din namin yun. Kasi parang sinasabi nyo lang na yung hazard map makakatulong. Pero sa amin, paano namin papaliwanag sa kanila kung may nagpano. So parang yun po.
Ganito na lang. Kaya kailangan i-describe lang yung technology kung ano ang pwede niyang magawa at kung ano ang mga kailangan informasyon. Pero huwag natin piliting intindihin yung mismong proseso. Kasi ang tagal nag-aaral ng mga PhD nito bago na intindihan. Kaya okay lang yan. Okay lang. Kailangan na makuha natin kung ano ba ang gamit at ano ang informasyon na kailangan para paggang meron ka lang black box na ito yung output, ito yung input, yung black box huwag na natin maintindihan.
Siguro, ang framing kasi ng presentation ay just to present the technology. Pero kung ang audience namin ay common tao, iba ang way ng presenting. So yun lang. Be assured that we actually directly communicate to local people. Yung launching ng Hazard Hunter will be different. Kasi yun, focus lang yun sa Hazard Hunter. And you will see the importance. Kasi ito, parang buong DOST effort. Hindi na nga sinama ng marami eh. Sa araw na tayo
next question.
Ako si JD Agosto ng Pinoy Scientist. Ang isa pong nabanggit kanina na project, ang FireCheck project, ay mag-receive po ng Special Recognition Award for Digital Innovation. At yan po ay pinondohan ng t-shirt. So, bukas po yan sa Fairmont. Ang magbibigay po ay ang Color Property award na to. So, on a happy note.
Thank you, hindi namin alam yan eh.
Oo nga.
Happy po kasi talagang na press con po, na maliit lang na press con sa mass communication sa yung PD naman. At yun nga po, gusto ko lang po.
Masasabon ng UP Cebu.
Anong
Kami nagpo-pondro, di ba lang sinasabi sa amin na may award.
Exactly. Ito po naman, on a happy note that we really have a very good scientist in our midst. So, support lang.
Thank you.
Thank you, happiness.
Thank you.
Magandang hapon po kay Secretary Kilapenya. Gaano pa rin po ba ka-problema yung ganito pong sitwasyon? Pagka umiikot po kasi ako sa mga, for example, install po kayo, i-limanize na po natin yung po mga monitoring technology nyo po, parang mga hayop na nakakulong yung tapos may, alam niyo na kung saan papunta itong tanong ko, tapos may mga padlock. Okay? Alam naman natin kung ano o bakit nakaganon. Yun po ba yung problema pa rin? At meron na po ba kayong mga paraan para alam niyo na hindi po lagariin ng community na sila naman ang makikinabang nun kung bakit po ninanakaw. Meron po ba kayong mekanismong ginagamit po ngayon para wag na pong nakawin? Hindi ko alam kung lalagyan niyo po ng kuryente na pag ginawa ka makuryente sila. Di po ba?
Okay, sasabihin ko ba? Hindi, ako muna, sa Fibok side. Depende po sa lugar. So, nung good example to kaya isa side ko na lang yung Taal Volcano, pero nakalungkot dapat hindi mangyari. Nung 2005, pumunta kami mismo sa isla, sa Volcano Island, and we discovered na karamihan dito mga dayo. So wala silang experience ng volcanic eruption, wala silang mga kamag-anak na namatay. Pero iniikot po namin yun, iniisa-isa yung bawat grupo doon, at na-realize nila na yung mga instrumento ay para sa kanila. So since then, parang wala na kaming problema. Minsan lang, merong isang very isolated place doon na dapat hindi pupunta ng tao. Merong nawala pero siya ay nahuli kasi obvious. Wala nang iba. Nakita namin yung instrumento sa kanya. So, pinusikip namin yan. Pero overall, marami sa mga lugar na walang vandalism o pagnanakaw. May pangilan-ilan, pero kailangan namin kausapin yung mga local authorities para ma-inform yung mga residente. Hindi mo maiwasan na zero ang insidente, pero hindi na tulad ng dati na madalas. Sa pag-asa ba?
Thank you sa concern, talagang kailangan din namin eh. Sana nga na-report mo yung mga sira na eh. Dahil actually yung mga, ang awing mga water level dun sa may mga grades, nakita nyo yung mga talagang nakakulong mo. Tapos yun yung mga kasi unmanned. Pero yung kalimitan, para maiwasan namin yan, doon sa mismong mga LGUs namin nilagay yung mga equipment namin and we see to it na secure yung area. Madalas nga doon yung wire na nagpo-connect ng aming equipment doon sa electricity. Yun ang kinukuha kasi yung copper So talagang gumagawa ng parang ibinabaw namin ng gusto at saka minsan ay solar na. But most of the time, doon namin nilagay sa mga LGUs para safe. Salamat sa concern.